Welcome to DBC 2025 workout standards and a little discussion on workout flow and structure. We've got our head judge, Brian Scott. Event one, this is DT Reloaded, brought to us by Redefining Warrior Culture. So this is a 10-minute running clock. Teams will complete a 2,000 or a 1,750 meter row while simultaneously working 2 rounds of DT, which is 12 deadlifts, 9 hang cleans, 6 shoulder to overhead. You're going to complete 3 rounds at weight number 1, 2 rounds at weight number 2, and then in your remaining time, you are completing clean jerks at a 3rd barbell weight. So this is a 2-part score. Score A is your row time. Score B is your total number of reps completed.
So we're going to start with the deadlift. Matt's going to do a proper deadlift. Sees the full extension at the top. He's going to come down or back up. So what we're looking for is shoulders behind the bar, full extension at the top. Show me a bad deadlift without the full extension. So you can see his shoulders are in front. He hasn't extended his hips all the way. Other thing we don't want to see is bouncing the bar. So he needs to come to a rest, gentle rest at the bottom, like so. Those are really the key things we're looking for the deadlift. Next thing we have is hang clean. So the first thing you need to do is a deadlift to establish that first clean. We can't do a power clean from the ground. So don't start there and go right to a power clean. Each time you drop, you need to reset, establish the full hang position, and go from there. What we're looking for here is extension at the top again. You see those elbows in front of the bar each time. Full hang. Don't want to see elbows bent at any point. Trying to shortcut this is what we're looking for in that. That's the hang clean. Good. Got it. Last thing we're looking for is shoulder to overhead. This can be a strict press. This can be a push press or a push jerk. What we're looking for at the top is full extension, head through at the top, not head behind. So you can see everything's extended. Give me a push jerk. Same thing, full extension at the top. You can't be shortcutting that. Show me one where you shortcut, drop it. Yeah, see, you never came to full extension. And you have also the push press if you wanted to do that. Same thing, everything's extended. Set it down. Okay. If you do decide to do something that's funky with a split jerk or something like that, feet need to be in line with your hips before you set that barbell down. You resets. Then he drops. Show me one where you don't do that real quick from there. Yeah. Those are the standards.
So we've got event number 2, Tim Allen, brought to you by the Home Renovators. It's a 10-minute AMRAP, you go, I go style. So partner 1 will complete a full round before tagging partner number 2. But it is a 20-foot walking lunge with your wall ball. Then you're completing 1 rope climb. Then 10 toes to bar, single leg toes to bar for scale athletes. 15 wall balls, and then 20-foot walking lunge back to your partner where you'll switch. You'll complete the same, and you go for 10 minutes. Movement number 1 is our walking lunge. You can hold this wall ball however you like, and rack it on your shoulder, and bear hug, hold it down here, whatever you like. But
Yeah, go ahead and do some lunges here. We're looking for knee on the ground. Each knee must touch the ground. We also need to see full extension at the top. Those are really the 2 key things we're looking for. Matt, come back here, show us what the end of it looks like. So as Matt's coming through, he needs to get that first foot across the line and then bring that next foot in line with him before he sets that ball down. If he were to set that ball down here, come come up and drop it where this foot comes across. That's a no rep. You'd have to go back to the previous 5-foot spot.
Like this. Still have to get.
Bring that foot in line. That's a good rep right there. Drop. That's the lunge. Toes bar. It's always going to start with a dead hang each rep, right? Go ahead. Both feet must touch the bar at the same time. I don't care if it's the bottom of the feet or the top of the rep, as long as they touch at the same time. His feet must pass through the plane, parallel plane of the bar here. So if you were to keep them out in front and shortcut it, that would be a no rep. So you can do that one. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you're still doing a good one. That was a good one. A bad one, I should say. So we're looking to make sure those feet come back each time for it to be considered a good rep. And again, always hanging down at the start of the rep.
Single leg.
Same rules apply. One leg needs to touch the bar. Leg needs to come back and cross the plane. Full extension. That's the toes to bar. Rope climb. Obviously starting from the ground. I don't care how you start, you can jump. The key thing is that one hand has to touch at or above the target. In this case, Matt's going to the 15-foot line. Or actually, when you pass the 15-foot line, is touching the target up there. So for scale, there'll be a piece of tape that you have to at least touch. And then for the RX division, you will touch the upright on top of the rig. That's considered a good rep. You come all the way down to the ground. That's a rope climb. Standers, wall ball starts on the ground. Jacob's going to clean it. He's going to get below parallel. And that ball is going to hit at or above the target line, which would be the center of this target. That's what we're looking for. So give me a no rep, Jacob.
Stay above parallel.
So, doesn't reach the top of the target. This is it. Show me not getting above parallel, or not getting below parallel. There we go. He's shorting that rep. That'd be no reps on both sides. So we're looking for above the middle of that target, hip crease below parallel. Good job.
At 3, Jackie gets hammered, presented by Hammer Fuel. This is a workout for time with a 12-minute time cap. 500-meter row, 40 thrusters, 30 chest to bar pull-ups for our scaled athletes. Then you go to 400-meter row, 30 thrusters, 20 bar muscle-ups or pull-ups for our scaled athletes. Then we go down to 300-meter row, 20 thrusters, 10 ring muscle ups, or 10 chest to bar pull ups for our scaled athletes. So, thruster first.
Thrusters, we're going to be cleaning that, we're squat cleaning that bar up. Hips below parallel each time, full extension at the top. So the same thing as it applied during DT, need to get that extension. Matt showed you a shortcut on that one rep, making sure we're getting that hip crease below parallel each time. Those are the two things we're looking for. See the head through. All right. Looking for full extension at the bottom and to get that chin over the bar each time. Shortcut one of those, not full extension. Yeah, so not make sure those elbows are not bent, and then just getting his chin over the bar. That's what we're looking for. Chest to bar, Matt. Square you out. Same rule apply. Full extension, touching below the collarbone each time. Good.
And then maybe show one where you don't get your chin all the way over the bar. Yeah, so no rep. Yeah, no rep, no rep. Good. Yeah.
All right. The other thing we're looking for is to make sure his knees or toes don't come above the plane of the bar either. That needs to stay below. That would be considered a no rep when his feet come up above the bar. He needs to come through some portion of the diff also that you saw through Matt. So if he does any kind of glide kip up, that would be considered a no rep.
And then we've got our final workout for our top 5 teams per division. Sand Devil presented by Dewey Beach Water Sports. So this is a workout for time. It's 16, 12, 8, devil's press and goblet squats with a dumbbell in the sand. And then you finish with a 200-meter tandem kayak with your partner. So, standards for our devil's press. Dumbbell is going to start down on the floor. You're going to drop chest to deck, and then snatch the dumbbell up overhead. You want to make sure we're locking all the way out. So we're getting to here, all right? See an L-rep. See I'm out in front. We got to get to here. So none of this. For our goblet squats, same standards as our wall balls and our thrusters. We're just looking for hip crease down past the knees, and then we're extending all the way at the top. So no rep here. Okay, gotta stand all the way up. That's our goblet squat.